Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video and welcome to some Need for Speed 2015 with the Lamborghini Huracan. So, in today's video, I thought that we could go ahead and try to build one of these things, mostly for grip racing, but I wanted to see what it would be like, what can you do to it, and yeah, that is pretty much it. So let's start building. So, I already have the car. Not really sure if my money is going to be enough to build this thing, but we'll see. Anyway. So we can't really change anything individually, which I guess is kind of obvious since this is a supercar. So you usually can't really change too much on a supercar unless you change like the whole body kit. Which can you change on this car? Yes, you can. All right, so we got this insane GT3 kit, which I don't really mind, to be completely honest with you guys. I think a lot of you I've seen a build before where somebody was like complaining how ugly these kits are, but these are literally all like function over form, right? Because these are like legit like race cars. Ooh, Super Trofeo kit. I'm tempted, and I'm gonna put that on actually because I think I prefer that to the GT3 kit. The GT3 kit, I don't really like the wing on it at all. This one actually looks kind of good. It's a bit flared out as well. It's wider. It looks like a race car, which is pretty much what we're going for here. So anyway, we have all that done. Not really sure. Yeah, we can't really change anything else on this thing. For the wheels, I don't know what to change for the wheels. Let me actually look this up. Let's see what the Super Trofeo actually looks like, and see if we can actually sort of replicate it a little bit. Alright, so we're back. Let's actually take a look at some of these wheels, see if we can actually get these to be very similar. These wheels are very, very similar to the wheels that are on the actual Super Trofeo Huracan, but let's see if we can find anything that's even closer to that. We kind of need a little bit more tire than what our stock wheels have on. So something similar to this, but like I said, with a little bit more tire. Of course, we can actually change that once we choose the wheel. But I'm trying to see if I can get something like very, very, very similar. That was the first set of wheels, and the second set that I just said, they're probably like the closest ones. These are pretty good as well. Alright, so we got the wheels on the front and the rear. The ones on the rear are a little bit bigger, I think, because the actual wheels are bigger on the rear. But yeah, that is pretty much it. We have those on. Now for the tires, I think I'm gonna get some stuff written on the tires. Maybe some speed hunters, I don't even know. I'm not gonna get some stretch tires, I'm just gonna get like normal tires. Falcon maybe, I don't even know what to put on it. Should we just go with some regular Need for Speeds? Let's just go with some regular Need for Speeds, and I'll do the same for the rear tires as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Just get some normal Need for Speed texts on the regular tires. Alright, so for the brake calipers and brake discs, it has the Lamborghini ones. I think we're gonna go with some Brembo ones. I love the Brembo ones. Like those are probably my favorite like brake calipers, because I love. Actually, wait, we could go for a little bit of yellow. Should we go with some yellow brake calipers? I think I'm down for that. So let's go with some Stop Tech brake calipers. We'll go for the smaller ones on the rear, and then we go for the bigger ones on the front. So calipers. Let's keep going forward. Stop Tech. There we go. All right. So that is pretty much what we have there. I think it's already on ceramics as well for brake discs. So I guess I'm just gonna leave it the way it is, like, because there's not really anything else that we can actually change for it to be even nicer looking. So I think it's fine the way it is. We are going to be getting some darker rims as well, but first of all, I think we're going to have to check out what sort of designs people have made for the exterior of the car, and then see if any of the designs would actually match like the wheels and stuff like this. So anyway, we have to lower this all the way. Track width on the front, we're going to have to bring this pretty much all the way out. Track width on the rear, I'm not going to bring this all the way out because it actually kind of looks stupid, so maybe a little bit. Maybe one, yeah, one's fine. A little bit of camera on the front and a little bit of camera on the rear is fine. And that is pretty much it for the look of the car. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the next thing is just we have to change the design on it, and we'll see what sort of stuff people have made for it, because it's kind of cool to check out what people have made for these type of cars. Instead of actually me making my own design, because it's first of all, it's easier for me to just build cars, and it's also easier for me to just show off some cars that people have already made, which is kind of cool. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go with this. This is like one of the cleanest designs I've seen right now. This is like actually looking good. This is a nice looking design. It's nice and clean, and it just looks good on this car. So this is pretty much what I'm gonna end up going for. I will end up painting the wheels black as well. We'll see what that looks like. I love the little Italian flag that they put on the pretty much the hood and the roof, like a nice little stripe. I kind of like that. Yeah, overall it's actually looking good. It's nice and clean. There's not like anything ugly going on with this thing. So let's go ahead and go to the wheels really quick and pretty much just change the color of these to black. So we'll do that. Should I change to matte black? I think I'm gonna go change these to matte black. So there you go. Change these to matte black. Apply to all rims. And that is pretty much what our Super Trofeo Lamborghini Huracan looks like. So now, the next thing, what we have to do is pretty much change the performance. So I think I'm gonna max this thing out. I need a new car for doing like time trials and stuff like that. So this is pretty much what we're gonna end up building this for. We're gonna end up building this for. Wow, this didn't give it. Wow. So the stock intake manifold is apparently better than the S intake manifold, the sports one. So that's the thing. Anyway, let's put everything up to elite. We will turbocharge this as well, so that's the thing. Pretty much whatever the fastest one is, which I'm pretty sure is D. I think the D race turbo is probably the fastest one. So I'm gonna go with that one. Now everything else, pretty much just max this thing out, and we'll see where we go from there. 958 horsepower, 963, 969, exhaust manifold, 977. Can we get this to 1,000 horsepower? I mean, come on. 982. No, this isn't going to go up to 1,000 horsepower. So we're stuck at 982 brake horsepower right now with this thing. I know it's just this horsepower, but still. We're at 982 horsepower. So let's pretty much just put everything up. I think the tires are the only thing that I'm just not going to put to elite. I'm going to put these... Actually, I will put these to elite, but I'll put them as elite drift tires. And I'll show you guys exactly why. Because I've said this in the past in my previous videos. This game sort of favors drifting a little bit. So pretty much even if you're trying to do any sort of grip events, having this slider set to drift even a little bit, it just makes your car handle just so much better than if you have your car set to grip, right? It's just all like there's barely any cars in this game that actually handle a lot better if you set them to grip, because just the way the cars drive, there's a lot of understeer if you set them to grip. The steering range, it needs to be changed completely, and that's only if you bring it all the way towards drift. Where's the steering range? Because I can't even find it anymore. There you go. So I well prefer this to be on wide than to narrow, because the cars just handle a lot better with that steering response as well. I prefer this to be on fast instead of slow, which of course is pretty much the opposite way around, because apparently if you bring this to slow, it'll end up going towards grip, but you know, if you bring it towards fast, it's just a little bit more controllable when you're doing that with the car. So that is pretty much what I'm gonna do with the car there. So this is it. This is our Lamborghini Huracan that we decided to actually build in this game. Not a big fan of building supercars in this game because they're not really that great, and you also can't do a lot of stuff to it, but this actually turned out to be quite cool. So let's go ahead and drive it. Let's see what it's like, and let's see if I can actually get a good time with this thing, because I know exactly what race we're going to take this to, and basically sort of compare with everything else, because I think the fastest time I've gotten there was 1 minute and like 14 seconds on this event, and it's like a very, very quick event. So I'll show you guys once we get there. And I think I accidentally changed my NOS. I think I put the action refill NOS instead of the time refill NOS, even though this is going to be a like somewhat of a time with that car, basically a grip build. Anyway, let's just take it over here. Let's do this event and see how this car will end up handling. Alright, I'm ready. I haven't driven a Huracan in this game yet. I've barely touched the supercars in this game. Pretty much, like everything you guys have seen in the videos. So the F40, 458, and the Murcielago, those are probably like the only supercars that I have touched in this game. Not a lot of stuff that I ended up going with, but that's fine. Let's just give this a shot. I kind of have high hopes for this. All right. First impressions, it's fast. It's very fast. It turns in really quick. Okay, so you can get this thing to sort of drift a little bit, so that's good. We got some cops, it's fine. I'm liking the steering on it. It's very quick and precise. Yeah, I really like the steering on this car right now. It's very, very good. Right, let's check out the brakes. Okay, we're going just a little bit too fast. Holy shit. Of course, we can drift to turn around corners a lot faster. A brake drift assist on, but that doesn't really make too much of a difference on this car. That's actually good. A lot of cars, if you use brake, like the brake drift assist on them, it sort of ruins the actual braking of the car. Like, you can't properly brake with the car because it'll just end up popping into a slide. So we got 1 minute and what was that? 1 minute and 14 seconds. 1 minute 14.56. And I definitely could have gone faster there. I barely even used the NOS as well. This is a good car. Damn, I'm gonna do that again. This is a very quick car. Wow, okay. Well, I like this Huracan right now. I really like the steering. Like, that is a big thing for me right now. The steering is very good in this. Use my NOS to accelerate real quick here. Pops after us again. We're just gonna lose them in like the next couple of seconds anyway. Trying to get this thing to slide a little bit more now. Instead, because I want to see what it's like if I just drift this around instead of driving this around normally. Alright, come on, come on, come on. I think I might take off brake drift assist on this car. I like how high it revs as well. That's so good. Alright, try to avoid everybody else as well. It's really stiff though. Like every single like bump and stuff like that, it will mess you up if you don't pay attention, if you're not careful. Like the bumps in the road and curbs and stuff like that you end up going over. See what I mean? It's just like it lifts you up off the ground. That's probably one thing that I might change, is I might soften the springs and dampers and stuff like that. I don't know if you can soften the dampers in this game, but you guys know what I mean. Basically just soften the ride up just a little bit so we can sort of take in these bumps and hops and stuff like that a little bit better. But yeah, overall the car is really good. Definitely a fan. Definitely a fan of this car. I think it's looking good as well. And I mean, I think this was a successful grip build for the Lamborghini Huracan. Definitely not something that I thought I'd say, because usually supercars in this game aren't really that great. But apparently this one's putting in some serious work right now, and it's making me change my mind. I'm trying to get this thing to slide as well a little bit right now. It's not that great. Tires are a little bit too grippy. But you can definitely get it to do it. Yes, here, I'll give you the $50. And peace out. Alright, now let's go ahead, pack this up in the gas station. We can fix this car up real quick. And I think that will be it. So thank you guys very much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed the build of the Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo. And that's gonna be it. I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.